What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sunday Night Live. I'm your host, Yakinwithsarah, and this guy right here is, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dexter from Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, actually.
There you go. What
What's
was
up,
that?
guys?
What part of Malaysia?
Kuala Lumpur.
Kuala Lumpur.
Yep.
Close enough?
Yeah, you said it. Yeah.
Okay. We're going to wait on some folks to get into chat. We're just
Cool.
a couple minutes. Bryce, how you doing? What's up, Bryce? Irvin, how you doing?
What's up, everybody? So this is like practically 13 hours, right?
12 hours.
12 hours.
Yeah. Okay. You know how it is already. How is our Monday going to look?
Monday is just a normal Monday.
It's just
Everybody
normal
goes
Monday.
Yeah, it's a normal Monday like you guys, man.
Maurice, how you doing? Joe Buck. Jim, how are you doing? Driving and listening. Be safe, Jim.
Yeah.
So Dexter is from Malaysia, like he said. And he is a 12-hour time difference. It is Monday for him. It is Monday, 8:30 a.m. So setting up this whole thing was very interesting.
Yep.
We had some fun. So when he would greet me, he'd say good morning, and I'd have to say good night, and vice versa. Yeah. But it was fun.
Yep.
Johnny, how you doing? C, how you doing? I'm gonna give everybody a couple minutes to get in here before we get talking about anything you guys want to talk about. For one, we're gonna be asking Dexter all about Malaysian fishing, the different monsters that they catch, because this is going to be an exciting episode. It's going to be awesome. I'm very excited about it. Jordan, welcome. Thanks so much. Dieter is an awesome guy. He's a huge supporter of me. And he's just an all-around quality guy. He's a good guy.
All right.
I cursed her. Irvin, I understand. We have had 14 days of rain. Today was our first full dry day. Our lake is up 20 feet, over 20 feet from what it was last year. Imagine that. I fished our flooded lake, I kayaked our flooded lake yesterday, and I went places and kayaked above trees. That's how crazy it was. My kayak was hitting the tops of the leaves of trees as I was paddling by. That was insane.
That's crazy.
It was so crazy. Tommy, I'm doing great. Dexter, how are you doing?
Yep, I'm doing fine.
Good.
It's early in the morning, 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I did a test call just a few minutes ago with him. He's sitting there drinking his coffee, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm drinking milk tea, iced milk tea.
Oh, okay.
Cheers, guys.
There you go. Just hot out here. Yeah, it got a little warm today here, Johnny. Maybe he can look up the winning lottery numbers for us so we can go and buy some tickets.
Yeah, everybody's asking me for lottery numbers, so.
Hey Sarah, hey Dexter. Okay, we've got a couple of folks in here, so we are going to go ahead and get started. 17 people in here. So, any questions you guys have for Dexter regarding fishing in Malaysia? I'm going to get started, and we're going to talk about one fish in particular that is not extremely, it's not probably the most interesting fish we'll talk about, but it's a fish that you guys caught on video, and I have a picture of it from your video, and that is the albino silver catfish. Here it is, guys.
Yeah.
So I've got it posted on them so they can all see this catfish right now. So this is the albino silver catfish, and I'm guessing it's silver most of the time.
Yeah, mostly it's it looks like a gunmetal gray-ish type of color. It's really, really cool though. These fish, they fight really, really hard. They can really pull some drag if you don't know how to control them. And the thing about this kind of fish is that they are mostly bottom feeders. So the moment they take your bait, right, they'll go straight down.
Oh,
So you will have a good time fighting them.
yeah.
The albino is kind of rare, so it does not populate that much as the normal silver catfish.
Yeah.
That we always catch. But they're really, really fun to catch.
What did you catch that one on? What bait?
Fish pellet.
Fish pellet. Is there a
Yeah.
specific when you make your own, right?
Yep. We basically buy the fish pellets from the tackle shop, our local tackle shop. We have all sorts of fish pellets varieties, from the sizes and what type of flavors are in the fish pellets, and then we mix them with some flavoring essence like pineapple. I like to use pineapple, banana. Those are the ones that really get you a lot of fish.
I would have never guessed that. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and we usually ferment our bait like 3 to 5 days.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That can get funky.
Yeah, it can get funky really, really bad.
Johnny wants to know, is it hot or cold over there, Dexter?
It's depends. If it's raining season, then it's cold and wet and moist most of the time.
Okay.
And if it's hot and humid. It's not just hot, dry. It's hot and humid because of tropical. It's very tropical here.
And some of you guys might not realize where Malaysia is, and I have a map to show. I came prepared, Dexter. So I have a little map to show where we are. We're the orange and that little green spot way over there on the right side, right there, up above Australia, is
Yeah, look at how far is that.
Yeah, it's quite a ways away.
Yeah.
And
it's really far.
it's
really, really far.
Let's see.
But thank God for technology.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for all these kind of things, we wouldn't be live for everybody.
Yeah. And when we did our first test call, I know you were like, this is so crazy. I mean,
yeah.
Because it is crazy with the technology that we have now. We can just, in a simple click of a button, we could be face to face and sit here and talk to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Brooks wants to know, what kind of fish do you target over there?
It depends. Usually we will target silver catfish because they're the most fun to catch. Second, we would target either Mekong because we love the long fight.
Yeah. Okay. What's the longest Mekong fight you've had?
Longest Mekong fight, I think it was few days ago. I think that fight was probably around 10 plus minutes, I think.
Yeah. Oh. Wow.
And it was in the rain.
Do you guys have to have a fishing license over there?
No, we do not require a fishing license like you guys. So basically, there's no license, like there's no regulations here as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And guys, we are going to talk about ponds, and the ponds that you fish are paid ponds. But before you guys start jumping all over us, the paid ponds over in Malaysia are extremely different than the paid ponds in the United States. They do not go out to the rivers and take out all these giant fish. That's not how they're getting these fish. They are not putting them and not feeding them. They are not treating these fish poorly in these ponds. It's all completely different over there. Their ponds are grade A, where ours is a grade F over here. So yeah, because I know I'm going to have some haters on that, but just understand that it's different over there. Gonna get to some of these questions. Do you guys have any bass over there?
Peacock bass we do, but the bass,
I'm jealous.
What Hans called it, ditch pickle. No, we don't have that.
A peacock bass is very sought after over here.
Ah, okay.
The only place you can catch a peacock bass is, I believe, Texas and Florida. Here.
Hmm.
The pellets are what they regularly feed them with, right?
Yeah, fish pellets.
Okay. Have you ever been to the United States?
No, never.
Okay.
It's my dream to be going to the US.
Very cool. Any particular state you want to visit when you're here?
Any particular state? That's very interesting. I think Cali would be the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cali would be the first.
Are you fishing freshwater or saltwater?
Mostly I do freshwater fishing more than saltwater because I don't live nearby the sea or any waters. That is the reason why I go to pay ponds as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone asked what time of day it is. He has a 12-hour difference, so he is 8:30 a.m. for him.
Time traveler.
Yep, the time traveler.
I don't know if you can hear my cat, but my cat is like screaming outside.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry if you guys can hear a cat, but my cat is just screaming outside. I fed him already though, so don't worry about that.
That's right, K&B. We wouldn't be able to be friends if it wasn't for technology.
Yeah.
The Mekong look like alien fish. I'm going to show that in just a second. We're going to get into all the different species that he catches. Okay, Big D asks this every week. He wants to know what your favorite cartoon is.
Favorite cartoon, I think. SpongeBob.
SpongeBob? Okay.
SpongeBob.
Let's see. Are there any
Jim
places?
knows.
Okay. Are there any places to go besides Pelix?
Over here, there's rivers that we can go, but one thing that we are scared of in the river is crocs, because there's a lot of big crocs here.
Yeah.
When we go fish in the rivers, we have to be very, very cautious, but it depends. Sometimes it's like you guys, when the river gets flooded, then you won't be able to fish as well.
Yeah. Gotcha. There you go, Dewey. That answers your question. Are there snakeheads over there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
There's a lot of snakes here. A lot. There's a lot of them.
Okay. Came to watch this amazing channel. Thank you, C. That means a lot. We're going to make that happen. Dexter needs to come to Georgia.
Maybe probably you guys should start a GoFundMe account for me to come.
Let's see.
But I don't know. It's just the visa. Getting the visa is the tough part. But once you get the visa, then it's
all
easy.
downhill. Fishing with BD, that was an okay question. I saw it right before you took it down. Someone asked about you speak English very well. Is that common? Is that taught?
Well, it depends. There's basically 3 main languages here. The main language people use here is in Malay. So, and then the second one would be English, and then Mandarin, which is Chinese. So,
okay.
And then because we have a lot of races here.
Yeah.
The Indian, Chinese, Malays, and the rest. So we have a lot of different types of language here as well.
Let's see. Are crocs good eating? Do you guys ever catch crocs?
My uncle does.
Your uncle does? Okay.
Yeah.
For
but
fish?
his yeah. But usually when he goes to the other part of Malaysia, which is in Borneo, Sarawak, yeah, over there have huge ass monitor lizards and crocs and all that. So
That's very cool.
yeah.
How big did the crocs get there?
Really huge. One of the biggest crocs ever recorded was actually in Borneo.
Okay, there you go. So, setting records over there. Let's see.
Oh my god, is my cat really loud?
I can hear him. I mean.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Can
Okay.
I let him?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Come inside.
Blue collar fishing. How you doing?
Everybody say hi to my cat.
Hello. Feels like Musky Hans.
Yeah, it's like musky hands. Can you please be quiet? I'm talking to Sarah.
Fishing with BD, no worries. I understood what you're saying. The kitty cat wants to be on the live stream.
Yeah, kitty cat wants to have a few minutes of fame on YouTube.
No, Dexter has not ever fished in the States. We were just talking about that, how we need to create a GoFundMe page so we can get him here.
I do have a question though. If I were to visit the States, I need to have a license to fish with you guys, right?
Yes. Well, yeah. For each state, you have to have a different fishing license.
Yeah. And where and how would I register myself to be a fisherman?
Okay, so you would present, I guess, your visa. And I guess that would act as your identification, correct?
Is it? I'm not too sure about that.
I have no idea, to be honest. But I'm assuming you would present them with your identification, and they would put you in the system and give you a temporary license for whatever state you're fishing. Passport?
Oh,
Someone
okay.
said passport. You'd use your passport.
Oh, okay, cool. And is there a fee that I have to pay?
Yes, there's a fee. I know my out-of-state fee for North Carolina was $20 for 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very expensive for 10 days. Yes.
That's crazy. Yeah. 10 days.
Yeah, but for me in South Carolina, I get a whole year for $10.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're out of state, it costs more. Or out of country, in your case.
Understood.
It would probably be the same as being out of state, though. So. K&B said we would take care of that. And I'm sure if you did visit it and you decided to go with a couple of folks, I'm sure they had plenty of private areas you could fish without a fishing license.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I can just go and cast my bait out and just go fishing without license?
Yeah, if they have private ponds, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you can get it at Walmart here, at gas stations, anywhere like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Do you hunt any? If so, what do you hunt?
Me? No, I'm sorry, but I don't hunt. My uncle does, but I don't.
Let's see. South
Sorry,
Carolina.
my cat is
Yeah. Hey, someone said he hunts Mekong catfish. How big do the snakeheads get over there?
How do I say it? Probably there was one I saw, it was about 1 meter long.
Okay.
Huge.
Yeah.
Really huge.
No, he does not saltwater fish. He's not close to any saltwater where he lives. Okay, I'm going to come up with the next fish because I'm prepared. And since everybody is so interested in this, we're going to talk about the Mekong catfish. So if you look at this, it almost looks like it should be upside down. The eyes being below the mouth almost. Let's pull up the chat. So this is the, everybody is saying that they will buy your fishing license if you come.
I really appreciate it, guys.
So this is the Mekong giant catfish. Ninja would teach fly fishing, Sarah would teach bass fishing, and we would all learn how to catch big old catfish with Dexter. How do you get around to fish? They drive around to different ponds, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we just drive around.
You guys have, how many ponds do you usually fish?
Depends. Certain ponds have different prices. So, like the most expensive pond that we fished is the famous red-tailed catfish pond. Yeah. It's called Natural Exotic Fishing Pond. I think, wait, let me just give the conversion. It's 100 ringgit here. To USD right now, it's 25 bucks for 4 hours, and it's in release.
Okay, wow. $25 for 4 hours.
For 4 hours. Yep.
That makes my 10-day fishing pass look like nothing.
It depends. Yeah.
But
excuse me. Let me.
I think he has a. Usually in his videos, I see them in an SUV or something like that. Let's see.
I usually go around with Andre, so.
Yeah. See, there's another one that looks a lot more like a shark than this one does. It's very interesting. So, what do you use to catch the Mekong? Is there a specific palette that they like more, or fragrance or essence that they like more?
Probably. Well, from what we have learned is, it works both ways. A lot of Mekongs, they usually, like from the section 24 fishing pond that we always go, that pond, the Mekongs there, they usually like to take baits which are on floats, and we will tie the float to a coil feeder, and then that coil feeder we will have to feed the fish pellets in, and then there will be a hook below the coil feeder. So how it works is, I think I can show you guys.
Okay.
This is one of my rigs that was left. Oh my gosh, it's all tangled up. Well, so basically, this is actually, you guys can see it. This is it. I mean, I use 80 pound shock leader. So it's actually quite long. And then there's a float here.
Okay.
And then it's the other end, it attaches to a coil feeder.
Okay, and that's where all the pallet is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the pellets will be here, and then there will be a hook.
Okay.
So when the float is up like that,
yeah.
So it stays probably right in the middle of the pond.
Yeah.
And then what happens is the pellets will drop. So when the pellets drop, the fish will be eating here.
Yeah.
So most of them, they don't bite. They will just inhale the whole thing.
Okay.
So the moment we open their mouth, it's like a vacuum. So everything just goes in.
Wow.
So then you get the instant hookup.
Very nice. That is cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
What is your personal best of any fish?
I think my personal best was the red tail cat that I've sent you on the catch of the week.
I've got a picture of that to show everybody in just a minute. Yeah. Hey, Murderink, how you doing? Let's see. You two boys, calm down, Mr. Fly Fishing Ninja and Murderink. You keep it civil in here, okay? Yes, it's a lot like the pack weight for carp here.
Yeah, it's almost the same. The way we pack the baits are also the same.
Yeah. Can you use live shad or something like that over there?
If you want to aim for chow praya catfish, those that are blood hungry, bloodthirsty kind of predators, then we will use live baits.
Okay. I'll show
Yeah,
you guys a picture of those in just a second also. Because those are interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
Let's see. How much do you spend on fishing a month?
It all depends also on which pond we go to. Usually, I think 100 ringgit, 200 ringgit, it depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know a lot of places are, in some of the videos you post, you guys can go weigh them and get your money back. Is that right?
Yeah,
So how does that work?
Certain fish have certain prizes that you can actually cash money actually you can win back. So it's the way it works. It's not exactly like you pay to fish but you don't get anything back in return.
Okay.
So the way the pond does it, and these ponds they not only do that, but they do contribute a small portion of their earnings, and then they will donate them to charity like the old folks home or children's home and all that kind of things.
That's
organization. Yeah, they do that every month. So how the jackpot works is, let me give you an example of the silver catfish. Over here we call it ikan patin. So in that particular pond, the section 24 pond, you will have to catch a specific you will have to catch a silver catfish at a specific weight, which is 8.88 kilograms. So when you caught a silver catfish which weighs 8.88 kilograms, you'll be entitled to go into the ranking of the jackpot. So that particular jackpot stretches out for a whole month. So whoever stays in the ranking for the longest time until the end of the month, they will get money in return into where their ranking is.
Good deal. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, if you came to the U.S., what fish would you want to fish for the most?
If I go to the U.S., I think I want to try bass first.
Okay.
Yeah, those things fight hard. I saw Dewey catch them. Ryan catches them.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, we wouldn't want you going and catching any catfish since you've got that covered over there.
I do catch small fish, but I mean, it depends on the pond that we go to. Most of the ponds that I go to, they have just big monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone asked, how old are you?
I'm 27.
We're the same age.
Wow. That makes Hans also the same. Hans is also 27.
Yeah. Do you ever keep any fish to eat?
Certain ponds, like the ponds where we can take the fish back, then yeah, we do.
What's your favorite to eat?
What's my favorite to eat? What's my favorite to eat? Probably not the ones that I catch because those are unedible. If you're asking me favorite fish to eat, I think salmon. I love salmon. Yeah.
Let's see.
Tuna is pretty good too.
Yes, Brooks, that is right. There is a 2.2 conversion from kilograms to pounds. Let's see. Would you want to catch a largemouth bass or a smallmouth bass if you can?
Largemouth.
Okay.
And trout. I would like to try trout. We don't have trout here, so.
Really? Okay. Well, cool. I just caught my first trout. So.
Yeah, I saw that.
It took me. It's about a little over an hour drive for me to get to the trout. That's not too bad. Let's see. Hey, Yak Daddy, how you doing? Looking through all these, make sure I'm not missing any questions.
Yeah, these guys are always awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very humble and appreciative of all of these people, including yourself.
No, no problem. I love your videos, so, and it's super cool getting to talk to you.
Yeah, it's an honor to be on your stream.
Blue collar, so he can take you trout fishing when he comes. All right.
Cool.
We have the albino covered, albino silver catfish covered. We got the Mekong covered.
Mm-hmm.
What about the, okay. Let me try and say this one. The Chow Phraya.
Chow Phraya.
Chow Phraya catfish.
Yeah. Yep, Chow Phraya.
Here it is. See, this is the one I was telling you looks a lot more like a shark than the Mekong.
Yeah, it's actually from the same family, shark family.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And to all of you guys over there, this fish is known as the dog-eating catfish.
The dog-eating? The dog-eating?
Yeah, the dog-eating catfish.
Oh.
So basically, they eat anything.
Wow.
They will eat anything.
Teeth, I'm guessing, on it?
No, they don't have sharp teeth,
okay.
but their teeth is like, it's like sandpaper.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So if you put your hand in there, you're gonna get bruised.
Yeah. Oh. It looks scary. I'm not gonna lie. It does look scary.
Yeah, they're ugly looking.
Yeah.
But they fight hard.
They fight hard. What's the biggest one you've caught?
This was probably, I think, the biggest one I caught was about 14 kilos.
Okay. What's the largest? What's the largest that you've seen? You're fine.
Sorry, can you repeat that, Sarah?
Yeah. Is that the largest that you've seen? Is the 14 kilos?
No, there are bigger Chow Phrayas. But the biggest one I think was about 14 to 15 kilos.
Okay. Looks like a cross between a shark and a blue cat. Yes, it does.
Yeah. And it's like a sail catfish as well.
Yeah. So when it's
some people call it.
Does it ever swim top water and you just see the fin, the top fin?
Sometimes. It does.
That would scare me. I'd be freaking.
But they would just eat anything. They love bloody bait. Or live baits. You just put a live fish, small one, probably around this size.
Yeah.
Just throw them in. Less than 1 minute, you'll get a bite.
He said it's not toothy, Tiffany. It's like ours with the sandpaper jaws. Do you have a most embarrassing fishing moment?
Most embarrassing fishing moment? Yeah, probably I forgot to open my bail, and then the pack bait just went scattered all around the pond.
Everybody laugh at you?
That was just embarrassing.
Let's see. Tiffany said she'd be okay with that. She'd go catch those. Alright, we are 30 minutes in, so that means it is time for Catch of the Week.
Wow, cool.
If you guys do not know what Catch of the Week is, that is where you send your pictures in to me. I feature you on the live show, and then I feature you again on Wednesday. For the next 19 days, it is very special. You have 19 days to send in your picture. You have one entry. Send in your picture, you get a chance to win the giveaway. The giveaway is a t-shirt, a wood-burning, whisker sticks, stickers, and demon dragons. 5 things. One person wins all 5 things. You send in a picture of you catching a fish. You can be creative if you need to. and we're going to make that happen. We're going to get that giveaway out to you for the winner. On the 22nd is when the deadline is over. I'll be doing a drawing after that. Also, if you sent me pictures and you're not featured in this one, you will be in the next one or the week after. I've had over 50 people send in pictures already, which is fantastic. But I can't include everybody because it wouldn't be fair. It would just be like little bitty shots. So it wouldn't get everybody's name out there and let everybody really enjoy the photo. So I'm splitting up all the pictures best I can. Alright. I am going to put a pin in the chat right here so I can get to all the questions. You guys can continue to send in questions as this is going, and make sure you're leaving some very uplifting comments with all these pictures coming in. Here we go, if I can find it. Catch of the week. Here we go. Uh-oh. Hang on. Whoops. Let me get
I'm so sorry if you guys can hear the beeping sound at the back.
Oh, it's okay. Let's see if this will work now. There we go. Catch of the week. There's no fish too small, no wrong species. I just want to see you catching fish. First up is from K&B Anglers. This is Pop. 17.5 pound cat. How awesome is that? Next up we got Scotty Hill, aka Catfishnfreak, showing us how it's done. Fantastic. And we got Aircraft 1, one of many blue crab caught in Baltimore. Super cool. I've actually had the chance to catch these. The Wyatt Life, 3 pounds 17 inches. Insane. Life of a Fly Fisherman. What is that in his hands? Lipless crank, bed fishing. Fantastic. And we've got Easton catching this bass. 1.5 pounds, 13 inches long. Maurice, he is in the chat tonight. 15-pound carp. Corrosive Cookie. Look at that. On an umbrella rig, 4.5 pounds, 21 inches long. That's awesome. Kentucky Catman. 4.7 pounds, bowfin. Irvin the Paid Taurus. Interesting story behind this. This guy had just got his fishing license 45 minutes and grabbed one bait, and he came out with this. How awesome is that, guys? That is amazing. My favorite part, this is the future. The next generation from Team Jesus Outdoors. Detroit River White Bass. Then we've got Kyle. Proud moment right here. 3.5 pounds. Look at that smile. This is what it's all about, guys. This right here. Ryder with his very first catfish. A little bullhead. I love his reactions every week. Now we've got Addie Clark with a little help from, we all know her, K-Bug. And then, of course, K. Bud Clark always showing us how it's done. She's going to be the next big thing, helping lead the next generation and showing them how you do it. And that is it, folks. Let me get Dexter back in here. I think we timed that perfectly, Dexter.
Yeah, I think so.
I muted your sound while that was going, and as soon as it got done, the beeping stopped.
Yeah, I just hope it stops, but I think it's gonna go on again.
Uh-huh.
Because I do apologize, because my apartment is actually undergoing some renovations, so they're actually painting the whole apartment block. So yeah,
Okay.
that's why it's so noisy. I'm so sorry.
Oh, nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
Those smiles are priceless. Yes, they are. Let me see if I can get back up here to any questions you guys asked.
Yeah, those are awesome catch of the week.
Let's see. You can use a lipless crankbait on a fly rod, ninja. Let's see. K-Bug is shopping right now. What is she shopping for? Okay. The Wyatt Life had a question. Do all the catfish there have spikes, like the ones we have here do? That'll, like on their fins.
Yeah, I mean the smaller ones they do sting you, but the bigger they grow, their stingers doesn't work anymore. So you are safe to hold them up. Like the chow praya, when it's really small, it can be nasty sting, but the bigger they grow, the stingers just won't work anymore.
Hey Ryder, how are you doing?
Hey Ryder.
There you go. Ryder, someone from Malaysia just said hey to you. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Let's see. Would Dexter eat at Five Guys when he comes here? I don't think Dexter knows what Five Guys is.
I know Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
You know Five Guys?
Yeah.
Do you have one there?
No, unfortunately, yeah, but I've heard of Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you. What is your go-to snack when you're going fishing?
Go-to snack.
Go-to snack, yeah. What do you snack on when you're fishing?
I usually don't snack when I'm fishing because my hands are usually, covered with fish pellets. That's so I don't use. Yeah, but if I do, probably there's this local food here. We call it keropok leko. It's actually how do you call it? Minced fish.
Okay.
That it's already it rolls up like a sausage, like a hot dog, but it's, and then you dip it with some chili sauce and you just eat them. They're really delicious.
Interesting.
Yeah. or there's another food, we call it pisang goreng, which is fried banana.
Okay. I could get behind that. I could do that.
Fried banana. They deep fry the banana and it's delicious.
Let's see. Okay. Catfish Bill wants to know, what is your go-to pack mate?
Oh, Bill's in the house. Hey, what's up, Bill? My go-to pack bait, I think I will always use fish pellet 920. That's the model of the fish pellet, and it's 2 millimeters wide, which is really, really small. And my flavor to go to is always pineapple and banana, and then just a little bit of almond oil, and that practically makes up the whole bait. And then you will just add the dried coconut, and then you just mix it well, and you just keep it for 5 days. It's like a cooking class, no?
Let's see. going to start numbering Yakinwithsarah and all. Oh, hashtagging Yakinwithsarah and all my instas. I wish I got better reception of the lake. I'd do live videos. Yeah, start tagging me in it. I don't care. I'll look at all of them. I love it. Let's see. What's your favorite rod and reel combo?
My favorite rod and reel combo, I think, would probably be my Abu Garcia and my Bosna International reel. It's a size 4000 reel.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of line do you use?
I usually use mono.
Okay.
I used to use braid, but yeah.
Let's see.
Probably for heavier fish, I will go for braid. But when I'm pond fishing, I would usually use Berkeley Big Game 25 pounds. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask him that blue collar. Have you ever used chicken livers to fish with?
Yes, we do.
Okay. There you go. So he wouldn't be disgusted by it.
We've used chicken liver, chicken intestine. Yeah. Cut bait, all that.
Do you have a lucky setup?
Lucky setup? No, I don't.
How long of a fishing rod do you use?
How long? My longest is a 7 feet rod.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my longest. My shortest is 5'8".
What pound test do you use? I think you just said that. Okay. Bill asked, do you ever fish for carp? And so I'm going to show one of my pictures. I'm so proud of myself for being prepared.
Yeah. You have done your homework.
I did my homework. We'll start out with this one, the big head carp.
Oh yeah, Andre's favorite fish to catch.
Why is it Andre's favorite fish to catch?
Because this fish in section 24 pay lake, it's one of the highest paid jackpots that you can ever get.
Oh, it's all about the money. I see.
I mean, and it's fun to catch this kind of fish because it takes really long for them to actually get hooked onto your bait. You know, like sometimes you have to wait for an hour before they can actually bite it.
Let's see.
And they smell pretty bad.
They smell bad? I guess that would be kind of like
bad.
a shad here. Shad smells really bad here. Jim said he loves catching the big head carp here.
But they're fun fish to catch.
Yeah, awesome. What's the biggest one you've caught?
The big head carp?
Yep.
Not too sure about that.
Okay.
I can't remember them.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you? Well, I know Andre likes to fish for them. Are they?
Yeah.
Are they easy to catch? Are they fairly easy to catch?
Not that easy. It's not that easy because big head carps are from where we are. They usually because they are plankton feeders, so they usually eat granulated husk type of baits. So it's basically mashed up into like powdery, and then you still gotta feed into the coil feeder. So the moment the bait hits the water, it breaks off, and then the big head carp will start to come.
Hey Lena, how you doing? They are extremely invasive here. That's what everybody is telling me, especially in, sounds like Kentucky. Let's see. Have you won any money fishing?
I think I had a few. Probably there's just like 10 ringgit over here. Okay. Yeah.
Alright. Here's another carp. I don't think we have these here. I could be wrong. I don't carp fish very often. I've only ever caught 2 carp in my entire life, to be honest. But this is the Siamese carp, and I'm going to say we don't have these here. Someone's probably going to correct me in the chat. Do we have these here, guys, and I'm just confused?
Maybe you have not stumbled across yet.
Maybe I have not stumbled across one. This is the Siamese carp, and the mouth on it looks like a bass to me, which I thought was insane.
It looks like, yeah.
How often do you guys catch these?
It's pretty hard to catch this kind of carp because this fish is they can really grow huge. The ones that grew really big was from the 100 ringgit pond, and we'll have to use the granulated rice husk to catch them, and they take quite a while to land as well.
I want to say, looks like a crappie on steroids.
Yeah, it does though. But they're just full of muscle.
I'll see you later, G4. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a beast of a fish.
Yeah.
That's insane. Do they have big prizes for this fish there?
For this fish, no.
Okay.
Not in that natural exotic fishing pond, but in section 24 they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big do they get?
They get huge. Probably the biggest one I saw was about 15 kilo, 16 kilo.
Okay, so that's over 30 pounds here, guys.
Yeah, that's over 30 pounds.
Let's see. Alright. This is one that we do have here. But we'll go ahead and start talking about it. That is the alligator gar.
Mm-hmm.
Do you fish for these in the ponds?
If you use live bait, they can accidentally just bite off your bait. So you do sometimes catch them accidentally.
Well, these are not the kind of fish I normally fish for, but I do know several of my buddies that do fish for them, and the fights that I have seen are insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that's just crazy.
Yeah, they're really huge. I think the biggest one in the section 24 pond is about 22 kilos.
Wow.
And that's huge.
Yeah, that's big.
Big.
Johnny wants to know if you're in a small town or a big city.
I'm not really sure what to say. I think it's kind of big, I think. Okay. Yeah, we can consider big. Yeah.
Here in my area, we have a lot of public land that you can fish and hunt. Is there much public land there in Malaysia?
A lot of public land. I think not. Well, yes and no. I kind of have to say that.
Okay.
Yeah, yes and no.
Can you elaborate a little bit more?
Because I'm actually from Kuala Lumpur, so Kuala Lumpur is basically the main capital of Malaysia. So it's mostly skyscrapers here. Yeah. It's just like downtown New York. Yeah. It's exactly like New York, but I think New York is more hectic than KL. So the lands here are not so much of, if private, then we don't trespass and we don't do anything there. So yeah, public places probably like, yeah, we do have public lakes and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Johnny, no, I have never been bow fishing.
Me neither.
Let's see.
I've never been bow fishing.
Alright, I've got one more fish, and I'm going to attempt to say it right. This is the the pashu fish, correct? Am I right?
Yeah, pashu. Yeah, pashu.
Oh, correct. I got it right. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the fish. I'm going to show a quick scary image for everybody. This is the fish's teeth.
Yep, it looks like human teeth.
Yes. Look at that. Alright, I'm going to go back to the regular picture. These things are like piranha, correct?
Yep, they're actually from the piranha family.
And they're in the ponds?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's insane to me. So,
Yeah.
are they as aggressive as piranha?
The moment they take your bait, they kick into fifth gear and then they just shoot. Your drag has no time to lock, so you gotta be really, really fast. And then the thing about this pachu is that when halfway fighting the fish, it will just leap out of the water really, really high, and then it will just go back down. So the moment when it leaps up, right, you must keep the tension on your line before you lose the fish. But one thing about catching this pachu is either you will lose your line or you will lose your hooks. So you really gotta have strong gear.
Yeah.
I mean, proper gear to actually land one of these fishes. Otherwise, your leader will just snap and then your hook will just break.
When you're targeting these, do you use any type of special bait? Are you using the live bait, or?
No, we will use either. Some people use pellets. Some people use flour,
Okay.
and then they will put it on the float, and with the same style as the bobber and the feeder. So they are mostly top water kind of fish. They feed at the top.
Jim says these are really good eating.
Yeah, exactly. Pachu here, a lot of people eat pachu here.
Okay. Local movie theater has 2 of those in an aquarium. They'll throw you out of. Wow. Let's see. Wow, you have to bite. You have to bite the fish back. Have you ever seen anyone get bit by one?
No.
Okay. That would be scary.
That would be scary.
Let's see. The fish's teeth are straighter than mine.
They are straighter than mine as well.
That's funny. Oh man. Any questions you guys have for us? I'm gonna throw that out there right now. Let me make sure I didn't miss any fish that I had pictures of. Oh, I missed the one big one. Let's talk about that.
I think you missed. Yeah.
All right. Let me get to it. Okay. This is the one Dexter's most famous for. There he is. Catching the very loved Asian. This is Asian, right?
No, the Amazon.
This is the Amazon red-tail catfish.
Yep. I love catching this fish.
This
was my PB.
Yes, this is definitely his PB. And a crazy. I had never seen one except for on TV before he had sent this to me. And yeah, that is a monster.
Yeah. Funny how their skin is not like all the other catfish outside there. Like the moment when you hold the catfish, it lets out all the slime because it wants to protect itself.
Yeah.
But for this particular red tail, right, their body is just like covered in leather. When you hold it up, it feels like plastic.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yep, it's really, really cool. And their head is so tough. When you knock on it, it's like you're knocking on wood.
Wow.
Yep.
Dexter and Jeremy Wade on River Monsters are the only 2 people I've seen catch them.
No, there are a lot more people who catch red tails.
I'm just gonna leave that picture up because I think everybody enjoys looking at it. That is, I mean, this is probably one of the most interesting pictures I've seen in Catch of the Week, just because, like I said, I had never seen it, and a lot of people commented on it when I did that fish, and it's just insane that, I mean, it's a beautiful fish.
Yep, it's really, really beautiful fish.
And I think we have a few here in Florida. But that's it, and I know a lot of people in the States really want to catch them.
I've seen people rear them in aquariums though.
Yeah, yeah. Aquarium. Wow. Very nice, Twerky Monkey. So yeah, any questions you guys have for us? Any questions you guys have for me, Dexter? Maybe? I don't know if you have any questions for me.
I kind of can't think of one right now.
Okay. Who taught you to fish?
I think when I started fishing, it was my uncle.
Okay.
I was really young. I think I was about 4 or 5 years old. But then, the hobby kind of just died down for a while because I had no friends that wants to go fishing because they think that fishing is just a sit and wait game and you have to be quiet most of the time and all these kind of things. Yeah, all that kind of excuses. But I started fishing again like the end of 2016. Yeah, the end of 2016, and then it just skyrocketed from there.
Let's see.
But I didn't have the motive to start to actually go on YouTube and like publish it like what I do.
Okay.
It was just random.
Gotcha. Johnny, there are redfin in South Carolina? Where? I've never seen one.
Redfin.
Tiffany said she would go fishing with you.
Cool.
I think YouTube made fishing popular again among a lot of people. I agree. I think YouTube has really put a new fire in the hearts of lots of younger fishermen. As much as I might not like some of the bigger YouTubers, I think they have really helped with the fishing community.
Yeah.
Let's see. Talked about do we cover every fish that you catch?
Yeah, I think pretty much.
Okay. Any last questions you guys have for us? I know that I made a live stream the other day about me going down the river for my river rally. Well, because of all the rain that we had, the river was no longer safe to go down, and they canceled the launch point. So we did not get to go.
That sucks.
Yeah. Everybody wants.
So when is the weather gonna play out well for you guys? How's the forecast like?
It's sunny for the rest of the week, and I work the rest of the week.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have one day off. Thursday. I'll look that up real quick. Thursday, high of 87 and cloudy. I'll take it. But yeah, the weather looks good for a long time now, so I'm telling you, it's rough to fish right now in my area.
Yeah, and especially you got a new kayak, so you gotta get out into the waters.
Yeah, I have to. I got out yesterday, and my daughter and I were out there, so I didn't get to fish a ton, but I got to at least test the kayak.
Yeah.
So.
How's it going, by the way? It's good, right?
It's awesome. I love it. I can stand up on it. I can fish off of it.
Yeah, you can do the chicken dance on it.
Yeah, I can do the chicken dance on it. Let's see. There's one bigger YouTuber I've said hi to several occasions, and he never responds. Jim, that's how it is a lot of times. The rain has been ridiculous. Yes, it has. Did I see your text? Lake Monticello. Yes, I did. Any last questions, guys? Catman.
I think probably the next question is, how do we get Dexter to the States?
Yes. How do we get Dexter to the States? We're going to need to start a GoFundMe page or something. Once we all start making money on YouTube, maybe that'll be the next big thing.
It would be awesome if all of us were to, you know, have a good collab, like
everybody,
the US and the
yes, just everybody met in a central location.
Yep,
And did a
exactly.
Huge fishing
that would be cool.
That would be awesome.
And I want to attend. Like Andre and I, we were talking about it because we have seen you guys have like catfish conference and all this kind of things. We don't have that kind of things here, so we do want to experience that when we go there.
Yeah, you'll have to come when those events are going on.
Or yeah, exactly.
So there's the Catfish Conference is a big one, and then the for bass there's the Bassmasters Classic. It's a really big one.
Okay.
The Catfish Conference is more, how do I say this? You're going to feel more welcome.
Okay.
The Bassmasters Classic is just a massive event where there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people that come. So you don't get that extra touch, that personal touch to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, understood.
What is the process in Malaysia to get you here?
How is the process? Probably my visa needs to be approved, and for you to get an approved visa, it's all about the Benjamins, baby. And it's kind of hard nowadays. It's because one, it's our Malaysian ringgit currency. It's not that high yet, so probably we will wait when the economy is getting better, and then probably we'll see how. Because like recently, we just had our general election, so and then we actually changed the government. So I'm not really sure how is it gonna affect the visa application, or you know, the travel to US. Is it gonna be easier this time? So we will have to wait and see about that.
Someone said, Dexter, I think all you'd have to do is get here. You wouldn't have to worry about a place to stay or anything like that. We'd all take care of you.
Thanks. I would really, really appreciate that.
Yeah. Let's see. If that Mother Nature rain on me next weekend, Dexter will be able to hear me cuss her out tired of fishing under bridges. Let's see. Alright.
You guys are just so awesome.
So I talked to you, I don't remember which time it was, but you said that people over there are not as welcoming of success as they are over here. So they don't want to hear about you succeeding at all, or correct?
Yeah, it's sometimes it's all about jealousy, you know, all these kind of things. Like when you see other people succeed, instead of trying to boost the individual's confidence, or you know, stuff like that to make him go further, but you push him down instead. So that's why I have a lot of support from most of you. That's why you see my sub counts is mostly from the States.
Yeah, that's very interesting. See, I would have never guessed that. I would have thought that you would have had a lot of folks from your area.
Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised that I actually have a lot of supporters from the States. I think it was because Catfish Bill, he was the one that sparked the whole thing. So he gave me just one shout out, and then suddenly everybody is just coming in, visiting my channel, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then the more videos I post, and then the more people come to watch my videos, and I know that, okay, this is going somewhere. So probably this is one way to go to, you know,
Yeah.
achieve my dreams.
Johnny wants to know, how many days a week do you fish?
How many days a week I fish? Probably twice a week or once a week.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I fish whenever I can.
Bill is awesome. Yes, he is awesome. Speaking of Bill, he is going to, let me pull up my calendar. I don't want to get this wrong. Speaking of,
Bill is going to be on.
What's that?
Bill is going to be on your live, right? I think,
yes.
Is it next week?
Yes, it is going to be next week. I didn't want to get it wrong. I've got it all written out.
Yeah.
Then we've got a couple other folks. We're gonna have Panfish on here. We're gonna have Old Lady Angler. If you guys are not subscribed to Dexter, his link is in the description below. Everyone that was in Catch of the Week is in the description below as well, so make sure that you're subscribing to all of them. I'm going to give everyone 5 more minutes to ask questions before I end the live stream. Yes, I hope everybody gets to catch the stream. Panfish is a cool dude. Yes, he is. He is. He's just an interesting guy. I had the chance to meet him at the Catfish conference, and he was super cool there. And then talked to him back and forth on Facebook or through his videos, and he's just a great guy. Love all my YouTubers. Yeah, we're all a big happy family, I think. It's amazing the support system that we all have. I've met so many of you new friends on here, and that's what I call all of you. You guys are all my friends. So yeah, it's been just great going through this experience with everybody. And I think there's probably about 20 of us that are right there growing at the same time. We're almost, like, several of us just hit 1,000. We're all right there growing at the same time. A bunch of us are at 500, and it's just really interesting to see that growth. I know I talk with Tiffany a lot about our analytics and how they're different sometimes, and how her view ratios are different than my view ratios. It's just fun to look at everything to me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes, I love Old Lady Angler also. I want to be her when I grow up. She is awesome. Get Dexter here for the next Catfish conference. Everyone pony up. Let's see. Every name I've seen. Speed, go check out their channels. There you go, blue collar. Show tonight. I enjoyed it, Dexter. Alright, I'm going to end this right here. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in on another week. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Dexter, I appreciate you helping me out here. It's been awesome. And it's
an honor to be in your stream.
I'll catch all of you later.
Sure thing. See you soon.